Howdy everybody, Big Fat Plus, and welcome back to the BygMan Plays Planescape Torment, quested by Bormac. Last left off, we tried to go down into the Undersigil, and yeah, that didn't work out too well. Met a bitch named Diligence. Supposed to find some person's friend. And also met a guy who drinks some polymorph potions because he has to sample his own stock of potions for some god dang reason. Also, I took the liberty of identifying this, which a tier of Celeru D. Glistening red tier, should by the martyred Harmonium officer Celeru D when he was put to death on the Harmonium's home plane, Vortho. Mistaken as a member of the hated Revolutionary League, Celeru D's obedience and loyalty was such that he could not bring himself to challenge the allegations of his superiors. At the moment of his execution, 3 tears fell from his right eye and turned to stone as they fell upon the flagstones of the square. Ironically enough, an anarchist subsequently revealed the Harmonium's mistake to the public, discrediting them. Ever since, the tears of Celeru D have been considered relics of the Harmonium, and used as lessons to the evils of unquestioning obedience by the Revolutionary League. And if we use it, we will gain 1 Constitution, usable only by lawful good characters. Which we now just gained 1 Constitution, which puts our HP up there. Yay! Also, I made sure to give everyone a heart charm. I know it's expensive. She had 1 from the beginning, so she's got 2. But I figured, well, it heals 27 points. Very good. Also, I found the outdoor cafe, which is right here, because I'm an idiot. And where the fuck did the drunken mage? This older man is staring into his stein of ale, misery etched onto his features. The battered pewter mug is an unusual one, lightly engraved with strange runes and bearded faces, and covered with the coat of thin frost. He looks up to you as you approach him. Greetings, seems slightly tipsy. Something wrong? He sighs, belches into his hand, and nods as he takes another pull of ale. Something's wrong, alright. I've gone and lost my apprenticeship. Well hungover was I, and botched my mentor's last experiment. All of it is damn drink! He sneers at the mug in his hand, but in seconds his expression softens and he takes another swig. Ruins everything it does, this damnable drinking of mine. Why don't you stop drinking then?
Updated my journal.
He shrugs and sighs miserably. I simply cannot. I want to, but I cannot. I just need the drink. I try to stay away, but desire eventually overcomes me, and I cannot resist. Such a wreck I've become. He throws back the last of his ale and calls some more. I see. What's that mug you got there? This? Looks down at the pewter mug. I won this in a dice game. It's intended to keep whatever's in it freezing cold. In my case, cheap ale. He frowns, rubs his eyes, takes another swig of his drink. Let's see, is there something I gotta say to him? Something wrong? Why don't you stop? Okay, I guess that's too bad. Can't really do anything with him. Now I need to talk to Ponder Thought. Abel Ponder Thought. This old man looks somewhat bookish. His clothing and accessories are extremely clean, neat, and well cared for. And he often pauses to brush some flick of dust or lint off of them. A symbol resembling a stylized dagger piercing upwards to a flame is embroidered on his tunic. Greetings! This man's eyes pass over you, gleaming as they fix on Morty. Oh, I say! Would you look at that? A floating skull! Morty turns and looks behind it. Where? The man gasps. But it just saw us of Tootie the Merciless! He suddenly covers his mouth and looks at Anna apologetically. Sorry. The man was a horrible tyrant, now long dead. His name should never be spoken, so 'tis rather vulgar. My deepest apologies, milady. I did not mean to offend. Anna shrugged, rolling eyes. Talk as you like, Cutter. I care not a whit for what you say, unless you're rattling your bone box about me, that is. Try to get attention. Turns back to Morty. But behold, a skull, buoyant, levitating off the ground, cognizant of environment, and possessing hearing, speaking, and seeing capabilities. He turns to you as if you are suddenly a confidant. This is truly one of the reasons that the plains shall never become dull to me, sir. Just when you think you've seen everything, the plains show you that another corner to peer around, and raises his hands gloriously. Suddenly a whole new wondrous vistas are open to you. Yes, I had some questions. The man ignores you, looking at Maury and said, I say, Skull, he begins. Or I guess. Look behind you, another floating skull! Morty having fun. The man seems to have forgotten you entirely, and said turn around shocking another floating skull. No! Where? Right where I'm pointing! There! Where? I cannot see it! Maury speaks with mock face. You just missed it! A whole parade of them! Probably never happen again at 9 revolutions of the Great Ring! He turns and hurries. I sense you also possess a peculiar degree of muckery. Morty bobs slightly as if shrugging. I prefer to refer to it as keen insights into human nature. Suddenly seems to see for the first time. Man's eyes wide. By the unjust laws of tyranny. Catch yourself, looking apologetic. I say, are you all right? You look. He fumbles the words. He fumbles for the words. Hurt? I'm all right. Aye, it hurts to look at him. It does. Very amusing, and I had some questions, sir. The man nods eagerly. Of course! I'm always most happy to answer whatever questions I can, young sir. I had some questions about you. Me? Certainly! Who are you? Why, my name is Abel Ponderthought. Other questions about you? What are you doing? I passed my administrative exam just recently and have achieved the status of an N9. Okay, that's gotta be a good rank, I guess. Research consultant in the Hall of Records, one of the many aides specializing in signals, physical laws, and history. I research topics and laws of interest to others. It's quite fascinating, really. And questions about you? What does that symbol embroidered on your tunic mean? Why, 'tis the symbol of the Fraternity of Order. We are responsible for much of the lawmaking and running of the courts here at Sickle. Many judges, advocates, and clerics are members of our order. We are pleased to be able to help enforce Sickle's law if we keep things orderly. We make a strident effort to learn all laws, whether they pertain to Sickle, the Plains, or the multiverse itself. What does the Fraternity of Order believe? The Fraternity of Order believes that the multiverse is governed by laws. When one knows all the laws, one will understand the multiverse. That is our goal. By understanding the laws, their limits, we learn to avoid certain laws. What are the benefits of this position, sir? Well, the Fraternity allows us to read languages quite easily, and we may use some rules of the multiverse on occasion to suit our benefits. Okay. Other questions? About this place? I mean, I know little of this part of the Clerk's Ward, sir, but please ask. Why is it called the Clerk's Ward? It is to see at much of Sickle's record halls and administration. The staff at these places give the ward its name. Many clerks, scribes, priests, bureaucrats, and administration officers live in this ward. Okay. Well, it's of interest. Don't know why I need to ask him, but the walkthrough says, grill him extensively. Can I just get a grill and cook him? There's one of the finest advocates Sickle located here. The Civic Fest Hall, home of the Society of Sensation, is also located nearby. Lowers his voice. And the brothel, sir, of slating intellectual lusts. Advocate. He's also of the Fraternity of Order, though his time there has ebbed somewhat since the unfortunate troubles he has experienced. I'm not one to speak of them. His residence is just across the way, south and east of here. Okay, there's the ward. What's of interest? Fest Hall. There's a beautiful structure that is both the headquarters of the Society Sensation and acts as a home for the arts here in Sigil and the plains. It is an opera house, museum, art gallery, wine shop, tavern, training hall, theater, sensoriums. Many things can be found here. What is about the Society of Sensation?
Updated my journal.
Ah, the Society of Sensation. They are one of the most prominent of Sigil's 15 factions. People believe that the true dark of the multiverse can be known only by directly experiencing as much of the universe as possible, tasting every substance, feeling every range of emotion, and visiting every place in the multiverse. Okay, just keep on going. He continues. Their faction headquarters is at the Civic Festival, where they seek to bring experiences to all of Sigil. They are at the most numerous faction in all of Sigil. At the moment, and the most powerful. If I'm not mistaken, the most recent census of members is over 20 times 1,000 members. 20 times 1,000 members. That's 20,000. Other factions, please. Let's see this. I don't want to talk to her. Why do I need to talk to about everything? It just seems silly. I'm just gonna ask him about only important things. Let's see, the one thing I did is
Updated my journal.
He erupts. Rebel rousers! Not a proper faction at all! The raggedy bunch. Why, even the Revolutionary League is more organized. The South Six think that by embracing chaos, we'll somehow discover the secrets of the multiverse. Ridiculous notion. Question about Sigil? What's outside? No one knows. It is not from want of trying. At the places where no true wall exists are solid walls of buildings, with no windows that look beyond. Some claim to have climbed roofs and seen the outside of Sigil, but they can only describe the outside as nothing. Lovely. He continues. That is an acceptable explanation, but still remains a mystery. It is rumored without fact that to step beyond Sigil's walls takes the traveler to a random plane, but this has not been confirmed. The Fraternity of Order has mounted many expeditions, and we have to retrieve concrete information. Fraternity of Order?
My journal.
Fraternity of Order believes that the multiverse... Okay, yes. City... Ask about the Lady of Pain. The Lady of Pain, yes, she's the force behind Sigil, you know. Very impressive vehicle, but who's known about her? What is known about her? He begins taking off the points on his fingers. 1. She is not just a symbol of Sigil, as some claim. She is very real and very dangerous. 2. She is believed to be one that keeps the powers, deities, out of Sigil. As long as she's present, the powers cannot enter Sigil. Attempt to interrupt. 3. She also prevents unauthorized teleporting and gating into an obstacle. It prevents the outer planes creatures from bringing even more of their kind to Sigil outside of the conventional routes. 4. She has never spoken to anyone. 5. She usurped control of the Sigil from Oscar, a power now believed dead. 6. Anyone who threatens Sigil, or her, is punished either by falling beneath her shadow, which results in a series of invisible stab wounds that can kill even greater Betzeru, or by being sent to the mazes from whence few ever escape. 7. She does not like to be worshipped. Those who do often are found with their skin missing. Okay. And lastly, the sight of her is believed to drive others mad. She stole control of Sigil from a power? How do you know this? It's a belief in my order. The sight of her drives people mad? Yes, pounds from one. But I must add to the caveat that I have never seen her, you understand. Besides, she created Sigil. This is away from my order. I think we go on a circle check here. Let's see. Alright. Now here we have the key of this. What do you know of Ravel Puzzle Well? Ravel, if she truly existed, and there is little to prove that she did, was a night hag, one of the inhabitants of the Great Waste, one of the lower planes, and believed by some to be the worst of the lower planes. He continues. As the legend goes, Ravel was made several centuries ago. She is believed of being a mistress of many strange magics, and apparently her presence signal constituted a threat to the lady. I'm afraid that I know little about her. Amazed. We already know, but we got to. The mazes. They are creations by a lady, you see. She takes a small piece of signal, copies it, and then uses a portal to place the copied bit to the deep ethereal. Once there, the piece of signal then becomes a demiplane, and in this maze it curls and twists about itself. He continues. The lady uses these mazes to imprison anyone who threatens her power. Once she has determined that you are to be imprisoned, there is no escaping it. There's believed to be a way out of each maze, but it's most likely extremely difficult. And I guess that's it I want to know. Definitely. And the Advocate's home is where I need to go. But first, I'm actually going to talk to her. Because I think
What do you want then?
I haven't talked to her since she joined the damn party. Aye, what do you want then? I had a question about how you found my body. Aye, what? Well, what were you doing looking for bodies in the pregnant alley? I mean, you would have to creep your way through the tenement, then pass the Dabbas to get there, and the place isn't even heavily trafficked as the rest of the hive, so why would you even be looking for bodies there? And the shrugs. Rest of the hive is picked clean, it is. Gotta find new spots to poach dead as you do. As I speak, you feel a sudden crawling sensation in the back of your skull, and you suddenly realize she's lying to you. Are you sure, Anna? There must be something in your tone, because it stops Anna's tale dead for a moment, then it resumes, a little slower than before. I think, she frowns, and she seems a little uncertain. I don't usually go to the Scrape Deadlers, I don't. To think of it, I never even been there before. I kinda came across it. So why did you go there? I don't know. I just did, and lucky for you, I did. You'd still be there. Same crying sensation as before moves the back of your skull, and with it comes another realization. Anna's lying, but oddly enough, she doesn't know she's lying. Anna, were you compelled to go there? Is that how you found me?
Updated my journal.
She nods slowly. I may have. She gives you a half-hearted shrug. It wasn't one of my usual haunts, but I couldn't help myself. I just wanted to see what was there that day. Pardon, I had to cut that out. It's a coughing fit there. Hope I remember to cut that out. And there you were, dead as a timber. She pauses. Yeah, you were like a lodestone, you were. I don't know what led me to find you. Curious, that's all the questions. Anna, didn't I meet you in the hive before I found Farad? She nods a little worried. Aye, you did. I hadn't forgot you. When I asked about Farad, you told me he was south and west of the mortuary, when he wasn't. Aye, I did. And you had done the same if some scared wreck came to and asked him where he could find you, da. You're dead, da, now. That's not a spoiler, because people, you've been watching the episode, you already know. She shrugs. You found him anyway, so I don't want you to hear you carrying on about it. I don't. What are you doing in the mortuary? It's my territory. I was looking for dead as I was. She looks you up and down and smirks. Found a walking when I did. Other questions? And we already asked her before, she didn't find anything on my body. Tell me a little bit about Farad. Oh, Stuttercrutch, he's me da. Well, not me real da. He found me when I was a wee girl. Anna shrugs. It needed a collector to crawl into places the rest of his fat gullies couldn't swim, so he took me under his crutch. I didn't think you and him looked much alike, anyway. Anna's eyes narrow and her tail begins to lash back and forth. And what do you mean by that, then? I mean, he doesn't look much like a tiefling. Aye, he doesn't. And if you knew one thing about tieflings other than what you'd heard from any half-grinning highfall in the street, you'd have the sense to know that none of us tieflings look alike. Jake shakes her head. No hope for you, that's for dead sure. I didn't mean it as an insult. You both look so different. I mean, Farad's so Farad, and you're not. Now what could have tipped you off to that? My hair? My skin? I can't think anything else. And I slapped so slightly on the forehead, then sneered sarcastically. Maybe it was the tail! Aye, that might have done it. You're so much sharper than I am. You're a real gem. Oh, boy. Never mind. Let's see, Anna. When Farad went to return the tribute he took from my body, he vanished for a while, but then came back. But he never left Ilwyn Court. Do you know where he went? Oh, aye. To hear tell, Stuttercrutch's got a stash pit somewhere close to him. It's the only reason I can see why he set up Kip in that filthy, drafty hall. It is nothing but stinking shadows, really. That's where he puts the tribute he gets? Aye, she squints at you. Know what he on about? You planning to bob him? No, I've no cause to do such a thing, for it's done me no harm. Well, good. I'm watching against such a thing I am. Farad can be daft sometimes, but he's mean is all fiend spit when he gets worked up. She frowns. And he loves his keepsakes, he does. But why would he keep it all? He's been at the village for as long as he does. He would have amassed quite a collection. Well, and it's time for more. I know he's never left his hall to get his tribute when he needed it. He wouldn't want to walk far with that lame leg of his, though. Aye, that's true. But only if you don't watch him careful. He isn't lame, though. He puts on a fair show about being weak in the leg. Is that crutch? His could be a portal key. Ho, ho, ho. Anna frowns in thought for a moment, then slowly nods her head. Aye, there's a thought. She shrugs. I wouldn't know how to use it, though. Maybe just need to have it. Foreboding and foreshadowing. Other questions? And she would know nothing of Puzzle well. Yeah, I figure, I haven't talked to her. Talked to Decon, I've talked to Morty on several occasions. So why not talk to her? I know pretty much all I was doing this episode is frag and talking. But now let's go to the Advocate's home, which is right down here.
I'm gone.
For some reason I now have
Right.
the commercial bumps running through my head. My little sister was watching the commercial bumps from the, Saturday morning cartoon shows in the 80s. I remember them quite well. I actually miss that day, to be honest with you. I miss those old days. Cartoons were better back then.
All right.
But anyway, let's see. We have who we need to talk to here. Oh, I'm not supposed to be... This isn't where I need to go. I just came in here for no reason. Southeast of the apothecary. Is it south east? It's an apothecary.
I'm gone.
Okay. And says, Aylwyn is supposed to be over here. Ah, there she is. This tall, slender woman occasionally looks up from her cup of wine to scan the surrounding pages passing by. Her facial features are elegantly exotic, and her eyes, brilliant gold color, catch her in the light, sparkling as she looks about. Greetings! She regards you carefully for a moment before replying. She speaks slowly and carefully, avoiding direct eye contact with you. I, Aylwyn, return your greetings. Aylwyn, Your friend Namel is looking for you.
Updated my journal.
She begins to smile, but then covers her mouth with her hand and looks down at her drink. I, Aelwyn, am most pleased to hear of Namel. Might I, Aelwyn, persuade you to tell her of this place? Okay, they've got to be sisters because they act so weird. Yeah, I'll do that for you.
My journal.
She looks at you directly, and for just the briefest of moments, before she casts her eyes back down on her drink, you senses are awash with a warm, comfortable feeling. Pure happiness. That's a bitch I need to get with! I need to get with her! I, Aelwyn, thank you. My pleasure. May I ask you about her, though? Aelwyn nods slowly. The way she speaks, and what her words do. How? I, Aelwyn, can only say that we come from another place, another world. We are not like the people here, whose words, thoughts, very feelings even, affect nothing directly. Go on. I, Aelwyn, take great care so as to not affect those around me too greatly. Namel, she is new here, and cannot do so. It is something she must learn, but should she choose to remain here much longer. But why? There are many reasons. I, Aelwyn, feel it is not right to impose reality upon those without the ability to impose their own reality upon me. Aelwyn, is there anything you cannot do by simply speaking of it? She frowns. A strange, unpleasant feeling rises in the pit of your stomach. Please, Aelwyn, would speak of it no more. It's just one other question. She looks directly at you, your face reflected in the glittering golden discs of her eyes. He would speak of it no more to Aelwyn, and thus would no longer force her to speak in such a way to him. You find yourself unable to voice another question. Your words catch in your throat as you try to ask. Fine, and farewell.
Done.
It's also supposed to be a funny,
I'm gone.
Should I be able to... No. Oh, it's a lazy scribe. Lazy scribe! Lazy scribe! The man gives a sheepish smile and half bow at your approach. For a moment, I thought you were one of my employer's men when you walked in. Was I relieved that you were not? Why? Why are you here? I could not stand my work at the record sub hall 7 for another moment, so I darted off. Had I simply gone home, my employer would have sent a message that tyrant! That is why I am hiding here, of course. I intend to lounge about for a bit longer before I return to my cramped little desk. Okay. Whatever. Oh, I could have checked it. Oh well. It's also supposed to be a performer around here that's, stuck, and I really would like to see that. It's supposed to be a performer around here that's trapped.
Bulwark, also known as Wanker City.
Thank you for telling me that. Let's see here. Oh, you may pass by a performance artist.
I'm gone. I'm gone. All right.
But now I need to go back and talk to her and tell her. Hey, Namel! The woman smiled as she greeted you, her beauty no less breathtaking than the first time you saw her. Namel held her breath as the stranger approached her. Had he found Aelwyn, she wondered? I found Aelwyn! She was looking for you too. Namel's lips form a perfect smile. An infectious happiness radiates from her, clinging to you like sweet-smelling warmth. Namel was overjoyed to hear of her friend. Was Aelwyn close by? She's at another cafe east here, across this part of the ward. Namel thanked the man for his wondrous news. Soon she would go to visit her oldest friend Aelwyn. Now, though, she would reward the stranger. Let's wait for the reward. She would draw the stranger close, laying her hand upon his chest and kissing the pale, leathery skin of his cheek. Life would flow into him, invigorating him. This, then, was to be his reward. Wait. Max HP goes up by how much? 3! And 8,000 experience. As you wait, there's a slight tingling sensation upon your cheek and chest. The feeling spreads across the whole of your body, and you begin to feel stronger, more animated. My thanks. And now you're supposed to wait and follow her back and talk to Aelwyn.
I'm gone. I'm gone.
You're gonna go over there. I know it's overtime, but I don't care. Because she has a bit of information. Don't go fuck with everybody now. $71 HP. Damn! I think that's the most HP mages ever had in any game. Aelwyn clasps her hands together and bows her head to you in thanks, tears of joy falling from her golden eyes. Just as your own eyes begin to water, she wipes away her tears and smiles, causing a wave of intense pleasure to wash over your entire body. Aelwyn thanked the stranger. She had been reunited with her dearest friend Namel. My pleasure. She nods and looks down again, feelings of her smile evoked, fading away into pleasant memories. I, Aelwyn, would tell you something now, stranger. Yes? Go on. The name I, Aelwyn, chose for you, stranger, is not so fitting. You and I, Aelwyn, have met before, in the fest hall. Ooh. In a place where you could not have been were you not a sensate yourself. Whether you recall or no, unless you betrayed this... Oh, she's still talking. Whether you recall or no, unless you betrayed the Society of Sensation at some point, you are a sensate. I see. Tell me more. She nods. You and I, Aelwyn, have met on 2 different occasions. The first was no less than 2 centuries past. The last more recently, perhaps no more than 50 years ago. It's quite a long time. She nods again. My, Aelwyn's people, are extremely long-lived, forgetful one. That's the story of his life right there. She sighs unhappily, causing a chill to descend over you. You seemed a different man then, less grim, less scarred, so eager to see all that the multiverse had to offer. You courted me, Aelwyn, then, and was nearly taken as a lover. But then you disappeared. Where did I go? I, Aelwyn, was told you had been slain, murdered. She looks up for a moment to peer curiously in your eyes. I met you only once more after that. Did I remember you then? No. She shakes her head sadly, then touches her throat. No, you did not. You lashed out at me, Aelwyn, made to slay me. Screamed how I, Aelwyn, could not fool you, would not ensnare and murder you. What happened? We had met in one of the northern towers of the fest hall on the 7th floor. Before you could choke the life from me, I, Aelwyn, used my powers to bid you leap from a window to your death. When I, Aelwyn, finally went in search of your broken body, you had already gone. You did what? That is the whole of my, Aelwyn's, tale for you. Were you not strangers once, but have now become so? Farewell, stranger, and may fortune walk with you in your travels. Thank you, Aelwyn. Apparently, I almost murdered a... Nameless man, you're a jackass. Yeah, you almost killed this. I want this woman for a girlfriend. You's an asshole, you son of a bitch. Well, did a shite ton of talking. We found out that there's people who can post their realities and feelings upon you just by saying it. And we also found out that Nameless One is a frickin' jerk! So, what else are we gonna have to do in the clerk's ward besides lots of talking? Find out next time on the BygMan Plays Planescape Torment, requested by Bormac. Until then, it's Big Fatty Plus, sayonara, and certainly I have to tell you, Nameless Man, if you that's not what I want. Where was it? Let's see, let's see, Namel, she's gotta be in here. Nameless One. No, she's not. Nameless One, if she is as pretty as the description says she is, and you tried to kill her, I will whoop
If you
yo.
need me, I'll be over here. Bored?
I will whoop your ass. Dude, seriously. Just ain't right.